How's it guys? So today we're going to bottle our beer. Okay, so firstly we're going to do glass and PET bottles today, because depending on what starter kit you bought, you might have received 20 PET bottles or you might have received the capper with caps. So we're going to do a few in glass just to show you how the capper action works, and then move over to the PET bottles. So first you take the packet of priming sugar you received in your kit and you want to dilute that with warm water, about 300 milliliters, just to get it dissolved. Let it cool down to room temp, and then you're going to mix it into your batch. This method we call the batch prime method. You can also prime your bottles separately, but then you're going to use carbonation drops to make it a bit easier. So we've already done that. We've prepared our solution, we've let it cool down, and we're now going to add it into our batch. So you just want to add it to the top of the beer. Like so. And then stir lightly on top. Don't put your stirring spoon all the way to the bottom, because there's yeast and some thrup at the bottom that you wouldn't want to transfer to your bottle. So firstly, make sure your spoon is sanitized. That you're going to use everything that you touch the beer with now needs to be sanitized. You can lightly cover it up again, but not give it a tight seal, because you would have difficulty bottling through the bottling wand. So we've already sanitized our bottling wand, which is attached to our spigot on the bucket. So you can open your spigot, which will allow beer to fill up in the bottling wand, but it won't exit until you press down the valve on the bottom of the bottle. So we've got this bottling tree that we're using today. We've already cleaned and sanitized our bottles. You're going to use your brew wash that you received in your kit, make up the solution, wash your bottles properly with that, and thereafter rinse and sanitize your bottles properly. Guys, you need to make sure they sanitize properly, because in the bottle it's very easy to get bacteria infection and end up with a sour beer. So these bottling trees are available online if you want to make use of it to drain your bottles, as well as a sanitizer attachment on top. That's also a separate purchase, which is nice. It holds a bit of sanitizer, and you can also drop your bottle caps in there and get them sanitized. So let's start with the glass bottles. We'll give it another squeeze of sanitizer just to rinse them nicely. Get a nice sanitized cap. And then we just press down onto the spigot valve, and you'll see the bottle is starting to fill up. So you don't want to fill it all the way, but you can go a bit fuller, because when you pull it out, the volume of the spigot will drop the beer down and leave enough headroom for carbonation. We take the sanitized cap. You'll find that the capper has got a little magnet there to hold the cap. Put it in the capper, make sure it's nice and center, and then just push down onto the levers like so, and you can turn it 90 degrees just to crimp it again. That's it guys, there's your glass bottle beer capped and ready to be carbonated. Now remember, once you filled your bottles, it needs to stand at room temp for about 2 weeks to naturally carbonate. Thereafter it can go to the fridge and you can enjoy a cold one. So let us show you one in a PET bottle, if this is the kit you bought. which is nice because they are 1 liter volume, so your bottling process is a bit quicker, less bottles to wash. We're going to fill up this one and just screw on the cap. Again, just give it a purge of the sanitizer solution. Okay, then you take one of the matching screw caps for the bottle, extend over and screw it nice and tight. What's nice about the batch priming method is that all your beers, no matter what size bottle you use, will be carbonated the same. Okay guys, we're going to continue to fill all our bottles and we'll see you at the end. We finished up bottling our brew, got a fair amount of liters bottled here. We added some just little stickers with the style of beer we made and the date, so that we know for future how long it's been standing to carbonate. Now remember guys, it needs to stand at room temperature for 2 weeks to carbonate. Thereafter you can add it into the fridge. If you add it into the fridge now, the yeast would go dormant and it won't carbonate. If it's colder, like at winter times, you need to try and keep them warm to be at a similar temp as your fermentation, which is around between 20 and 26 degrees. Otherwise it would take a bit longer to carbonate. That's it guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content regarding brewing beer and what yeahbrew is involved with, please like and subscribe. See you again, cheers.